In this video, I am going to show you an actual photograph of a real live leprechaun. It's not a fake, it's real. I took this picture myself. I'm going to put his picture right here. Hopefully you'll be able to make him out on the video. He did come out really nice in the book. If you want to hear the story, I'm going to keep this really short, and then I'll finish up the leprechaun story in another video because I have lots to talk about the leprechaun. But in short, I got the picture of the leprechaun in December of 2016. It was at the natural spring where I got pictures of all kinds of little people and beings and fairies and what have you. I didn't see him that day. It wasn't that I saw the leprechaun and took a picture. Trust me, if I saw a leprechaun that day, I wouldn't have been thinking get my camera out and take his picture. I would have probably fell over in shock or ran the other way or something. So it was around summer of 2017 when I realized I have to make a book. And I didn't know anything about how to write a book, but it was start somewhere. So I started telling the story about how these pictures came to be and how I was processing it in my mind, like real, not real. And I had already mentioned in the story about a leprechaun, like surely my camera is not remembering pictures of a leprechaun. Well, the leprechaun I had in mind at that time was the leprechaun I got a picture of under my son's bed. I wasn't taking a picture under my son's bed, but it was in the background of a picture, and his bed sits up high, and something caught my eye, and I'm looking, zooming in to see what is that, and it was a leprechaun. And so this leprechaun under the bed, he looked really cartoonish. And I'm like, oh, they do look like cartoons, but I knew he wasn't gonna print very good for the book, so he wasn't gonna be in the book. And I'm looking through my computer and looking on my phone, sitting at my desk in my office, working on the book, like what pictures are gonna go in there. And so I'm looking at a picture back from December, and something caught my eye, and it was this little something, and he was on a rock. And I started zooming in to see what it was. I was in total shock. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an actual leprechaun. Could you imagine getting a picture of a leprechaun, what your reaction would be? That whole day, I was just beside myself, absolutely beside myself. The whole day, I would just get up from my chair. I'm like, I can't believe it. I got this actual leprechaun. So he's definitely in the book. I have so much more to tell you about the leprechaun. I wanted to keep this short. He is in this book, and this book has over 50, almost 60, probably 60 pictures of elementals, fairies,